Winter's coming. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit like, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, make sure that your notifications are on and they're set to all. Now, let's get into this. But first, quick commercial break. Wow, how about this? Noble Gold, one of the sponsors of our show, have just been picked by Consumer Affairs, you know, the rating agency, as the overall #1 gold IRA company in the US. Talk to the team today if you're thinking about precious metals. And if you're quick, they're giving away an incredible 1/10 ounce American Eagle gold proof coin with every qualifying IRA or 401k rollover. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. And all you got to do is just call the team at 1-877-646-5347 to find out more, or you can just visit noblegoldinvestments.com. Now, let's get to this video.
Is Hunter Biden a national security threat?
That's not a question that would come up before me, Congressman.
You're the head of the National Security Division, so it seems sort of on the nose.
It's not in my practice or experience to identify individuals and to label any individual, an American citizen, or any individual as a national security threat.
Well, you would certainly concede that if the adult offspring of the President of the United States or the Vice President were compromised, that would be a national security threat, right?
We speak through our filings in court, and we speak through our actions in open court. So I would...
Speak to this. Where's the laptop?
Speak to this.
Do you know where Hunter Biden's laptop is?
Yeah, where is it?
Again, I'm not going to talk about any potential ongoing investigation.
Do you know where it is?
As I sit here.
Do you know where it is?
I'm not going to talk about any ongoing investigation.
You come here and you tell us you follow the facts and the law, but you can't even follow a laptop that you guys have had for 3 years.
You follow the facts.
Thanks, man. You in the ring with a champ, man. You in the ring with a heavyweight. And this burns me up about the FBI. They have bubble wrapped themselves to where they no longer have to be accountable to the people. Somewhere along the line, we done gave them too much power. It's one thing to want to be safe, but at what cost? Same thing with COVID lockdowns. You scare people enough and they say, well, I don't want to die that mess. So take all of my liberties, take all of them, just keep me safe. See, so this is how they steal power. Create something or take advantage of a crisis and say, now, we could keep you guys safe if y'all just let us start surveilling you, or you let us create an agency that operates independent from being accountable to Congress and the people. They never answer anything except when Democrats ask them stuff. Somehow they get the answers. They get the answers. But Republicans is always, that's an ongoing investigation. You can understand. I can't talk about that. Well, what can you talk about? That's my question.
We follow the facts and the law, and we speak in open court about our cases.
But you aren't speaking about this, but you know who is speaking about it?
Who?
The whistleblowers from the FBI who've gone to Senator Grassley and said that you guys purposefully take any information that is derogatory about Hunter Biden and you go and rat hole it so that you never have to speak about it in any circumstance. But the good news is you're not the only ones with that laptop. So Patrick Ho was convicted.
Matt Gaetz is in this dude's grill. I bet you he want to choke him with the force. If that guy was Vader, he would choke Matt Gaetz from his seat. Oh, that's what he would do. But Matt is exposing him. So you're telling me we got whistleblowers that's saying that these dudes are showing Hunter Biden favor. They're trying to sweep that mess up under the rug, kind of like that gun violation where I guess the Secret Service tried to cover that up. What is going on in our FBI? What is happening up there? These institutions, they obviously cannot be trusted. Unbelievable.
So Patrick Ho was convicted of bribing government officials in Africa.
So
he gave $1 million to Hunter Biden. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not going to speak about any ongoing investigation.
Is that an ongoing investigation?
I'm not going to speak about any potential ongoing investigation.
Don't you see that degrades the country's belief in you guys when you have whistleblowers saying that you're purposefully rat holing this information, and then you come here and say you won't talk about it?
There you go, Matt. That's the sum of it all. They have destroyed the reputation of these institutions. Destroyed it. They politicized it. I cannot trust them at all. There's so many areas of our country right now that at one point you kind of relatively felt, okay, there's some legitimacy, maybe not all the way 100% legit. You know, there's going to be some corruption sprinkled in. But now it is so obvious that I'm saying, man, we might have to tear it all the way down, and not like the Democrats, not like they want to do, where you're tearing down stuff that should work and keep everybody on an equal playing ground and hold everybody accountable. That's the stuff they want to tear down. I want to tear down stuff that obviously shows that you are definitely biased and using all his power and authority to oppress one group of people versus the other. And Matt's about to prove his point.
I mean, you know, inside Hunter Biden's multi-million-dollar deals with a Chinese energy company, Washington Post, Matt Vizier. Chinese elite paid $31 million to Hunter and the Bidens. Peter
$31 million?
Hunter Biden's business partner called Joe Biden the big guy in panic messages. Do you guys call Joe Biden the big guy at the Department of Justice?
Yeah.
I think it's important to understand why we don't speak about cases outside of the court.
By the way, I already know why. You know why you don't speak about it? Because it's about Hunter Biden.
An automatic 5 years in jail for any person caught with a rock of crack cocaine.
This crack.
Piece of crack cocaine.
Who you trying to mess with? Ese? Don't you know who my daddy is?
That Hunter Biden was trading on his father's office to make 50 grand a month from the Ukrainians. In October, he admitted it.
The fact that you were the son of the most person. What role do you think that played?
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards of education without saying that I'm the son of the Vice President of the United States.
Son of Joe Biden, and boy, it's tough. I put the crack in the pipe and smoke it up. I like every day I'm tweaking, laptop leaking, pictures of me on a cocaine bender. Quick Pro Joe got me working in the Ukraine gas company directing. The only thing I know about gas, you can have it. Now I got 50K a month in my pocket. Board of directors, charisma, I'm smashing. My dead brother's widow impregnate a stripper. But nothing is better than crack cocaine when you're rich and famous in the Ukraine. Cocaine in the Ukraine.
Cocaine in Ukraine.
Cocaine in the Ukraine.
Cocaine straight to the brain.
Cocaine in the Ukraine.
Cocaine in Ukraine.
Cocaine in the Ukraine.
Cocaine straight to the brain. There you go. See? Look at that. If you're Hunter Biden, you can get away with anything. Cocaine in the crane. All of that video footage of Hunter recording all of that garbage like a dummy. And it's right out there for everybody to see. Except for the FBI. They don't know where that laptop is. They don't know. I mean, they didn't see none of that. They can't even find Bobulinski. They can't even find him for some reason.
You guys have no problem leaking about other stuff, right? Like, you got no problem going out and tagging parents at school board meetings as a national security threat. But when all of the facts and all of the law are before you regarding the corruption of Hunter Biden, you don't want to speak to that at all. And it's precisely why you've got folks that are talking to Senator Grassley about it. Bohai Harvest.
Okay.
So 10 days after Vice President Biden takes Hunter Biden to China, 10 days after, this long, toiling venture of Hunter Biden that can't get off the ground, 10 days after they go, he automatically gets approved. So for a deal in China with Bohai Harvest. Like, have you guys looked into that?
No, they haven't looked into that. Because, see, that's too obvious that his daddy closed that deal for him. He couldn't get it closed because he's a crackhead. See, that should be the first thing that pops up in anybody's head. Say, wait, man, whoa. Why would anybody trust this man who you just saw that montage of him smoking crack, having hookers with him, and recording his crimes, all of that stuff? Why would anyone trust him? With the exception of Daddy went with him and closed the deal.
I'm not going to talk about any ongoing investigation.
You know who else is talking? Tony Bobulinski. Tony Bobulinski told the world that Joe Biden was cut in on a CCP energy deal that was orchestrated by Hunter Biden. Like, have you guys talked to Tony Bobulinski?
Again, we don't talk about ongoing investigations in settings such as this.
So Joe Biden. How about this? Will we commit to a classified briefing on these matters?
Certainly be happy to talk to you or any member of the committee about matters of national security.
Okay, well, is this a matter of national security?
We do not talk outside of courtrooms about ongoing investigations.
Except when it's Trump. We heard all kind of stuff. That big for nothing. James Comey leaked his little memo. I mean, they talked about all that stuff. They was out there on shows talking about, I mean, it's obvious he's a Russian agent. But now, mum's the word. Everybody's tight-lipped when it comes down to exposing the corruption from the Democrats. So now I'm starting to wonder if the higher uppers, these people right here in the FBI, the upper echelon, they all need to go.
Well, is there an ongoing investigation of the annual fund dinner that happened where Joe Biden was Vice President of the United States and Hunter Biden holds his fund's annual dinner at the Chinese embassy? But in order to do that, in order to get the Chinese embassy to roll out the red carpet for Hunter Biden and to raise money for his fund, he had to go to the embassy 30 minutes before and have a one-on-one meeting with the Chinese ambassador. Do you think it's possible that that meeting might have jeopardized national security?
Probably.
I'm not going to comment about any potential or ongoing investigation.
Well, here's the thing. It's pretty easy to see that Hunter Biden is compromised.
Listen to this.
I think every American knows that's a threat to national security. I think we're watching a crime spree in progress that Hunter Biden is orchestrating. And one has to wonder, like, what are the Chinese getting for the tens of millions of dollars that they're cutting the Biden family in on? What is the Chinese Communist Party getting as a result of cutting in 10% for the big guy? And I just happened to notice that, like, you guys canceled the China initiative that President Trump put in place, where you focus talent on those things. You know.
Now, isn't that ironic? Joe and his crackhead son gets all this money from China, and then when he gets into office, for some reason, let's get rid of those. Geez, my guy. True international depression, isolate and punish China. You know why that stuff got dropped. Joseph Biden, we have made sure you and your crackhead son got that $1.5 billion deal. So now, our raggedy so-called president is compromised. That's why China is flexing its muscles right about now. But Matt has a message to send with this guy as he closes out his questioning. See, he's going to go ahead and leave him with a present.
Jim Biden said to Tony Bobulinski that the reason they're able to get away with this corruption is plausible deniability. And that is precisely the plausible deniability that you are animating and exemplifying today. And you know what? Winter's coming. We're going to be in the majority, and then you're going to have to answer these questions for the country.
Ooh-wee! Winter's coming. God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos, find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. And please check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, please click on the link below this video. Put Kevin in a promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you'd like to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The links are below this video. If you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, also feel free to do that. All it entails is you simply dropping $2 a month into one of those links below the video. Or if you want, you can drop a nice big fat lump sum in there to offset the stuff that we know goes on with big tech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are still subscribed. And finally, set your notification button to all, because YouTube is playing games, y'all. Now, God bless you. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.